Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation on all 5 races in Frieren Explained. I will be explaining the races from weakest to strongest, and it will be largely based on the anime, so no book spoilers are involved. Starting out, we have humans. Humans in Frieren are similar to their real-life counterparts in appearance and mannerism. Their lifespan also lasts between 80 to 100 years old. However, it is worthwhile to note that humans who practice healing magic, such as Hater, tend to get a small boost in lifespan due to the nature of their magic. Humans, or more notably priests, are the most proficient in healing magic in Frieren. Humans are also the most populous race with the most varied abilities. We have seen human mages, human warriors, and human healers, showing that humans are able to develop in a wide variety of roles. The most notable members of the human race include Himmel and Flamme. Himmel was the leader of the hero party, the party which defeated the Demon King and gained widespread fame. He was also a renowned swordsman, and it can be argued he was one of the strongest swordsmen at this time in the anime. Flamme was also the founder of Humanity's Magic and Frieren Sensei. One of her most famous spells was being able to create a city-sized barrier that lasted for over 1,000 years, which stopped some of the strongest demons from even passing. However, due to humans' shorter lifespan, they have less time to develop their mana pool and often have less potential when it comes to magic. They also do not have the strongest physique nor centuries to train up their combat skills. The next race we have is Dwarves. Dwarves in Frieren appear short, about half the size of a regular human. Dwarves have naturally longer lifespans than humans, although they are not immortal and live for about 300 years, give or take. Their small height grants them immense strength, making them excellent warriors. They also excel at tasks such as mining and blacksmithing, which require physical strength. The most powerful dwarf was a member of the hero's party known as Ison, who was also a warrior. As a member of the hero's party, it is likely that Ison was one of the strongest warriors alive during his time, making him extremely formidable. However, there have been no known mage dwarfs in the anime yet, and dwarfs are not particularly renowned for their magic abilities. Next up, we have the race of monsters. Monsters generally refer to the hostile creatures that are largely low intelligence, usually found around in the world or in a dungeon. As such, their lifespan varies based on what species they are from, with some species such as the dragon being able to live long lives. The true strength of monsters comes from their unexpected abilities. As the monsters come from different species, facing a new monster often means having to learn of their abilities, which can range from physical to magical. The most powerful monster we have seen so far is Spiegel. Spiegel was a dungeon boss in the first Great Mage's exam trial. Its ability was to create a perfect lifelike clone of anyone in the dungeon it could fully control. There does not seem to be a limit to this ability, as it was able to create a perfect replica of Frieren, who is considered one of the strongest mages. As such, this monster could go toe-to-toe with even the most powerful characters in the anime. However, due to monsters generally being of lower intelligence, there is usually little planning or coordination in their attacks, meaning they often win battles simply using brute force. The next race is none other than the infamous demon race. Demons often resemble humanoid creatures with horns, although their resemblance to humans can vary, with some demons looking more human-like than others. Their race is currently at war with dwarves, humans, and elves in the show. Demons do not seem to age and have possibly an infinite lifespan, with multiple demons in the show having lived for thousands of years. As such, demons have incredibly large mana pools and are very strong in magic. They are also physically adept, with various demons opting for a more warrior-like approach to battle. They are also very cunning and rely on deception like tricking humans to achieve their goals. Of course, the strongest member of the demon race was none other than the Demon King. However, since he was defeated, we only really got brief mentions of him. Another notable member was Aura, who had the ability to take control of anyone with less mana than herself. This ability was super overpowered since she did not actually have to engage in combat with anyone with less mana, allowing her to effectively skip 99.99% of fights. A notable weakness of the demon race was over specialization. Now you see, most demons only ever learn one kind of magic, and this was throughout the show. While this could work with something like blood magic, which had both offensive and defensive potential, one of the strongest demon mages, Qual, only specialized in piercing offensive magic and did not even attempt to block Frieren's attack and was instantly defeated by a one-shot attack. Lastly, the strongest race in the show is Elves. Elves are humanoid creatures with pointy ears. They are seen frequently living in human society and are even able to work the same kinds of magic as humans. Like demons, they also lead extremely long lives with no sign of aging, and the oldest elves have lived for thousands of years. Elves also have an incredibly large amount of mana which grows with their age, meaning the oldest elves are incredibly strong. Elves also gain fame through their heroic deeds, with Frieren joining the hero party, Sari founding the Magic Association and Craft, being known among villagers for saving them. The strongest known elf in the anime is Sari, who is the teacher of Flame, making her Frieren's grand mentor. She possesses immense magical knowledge with a vast library of spells, possibly the largest library ever. Also, it was implied that her mana was multiple times that of Frieren from the fact that her suppressed mana output was comparable to Frieren's unsuppressed output. However, elves have several weaknesses, one of which was constantly falling for the weakest monster, mimics. Also, elves seem to be extremely sentimental, with Frieren constantly brooding over her old party and Sari constantly getting emotional over her long gone students. And that is it for my PowerPoint presentation on the races in Frieren. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribe for more content like this.